What's this video about again? Oh yeah. Oh no, I lost it. Um. Oh yes. If you can't trust your thoughts, what should you trust? I feel like there comes a time, for at least for me, there came a time in my life where I realized that I couldn't really trust my thoughts because they were actively working against me and my goals, and my will, and my desires. Right? For some reason, I had things that I wanted to achieve, and my thoughts wouldn't allow me to achieve them. They wouldn't allow me to align with my will to achieve them. Now, some might think that, in the beginning I thought, well, maybe I need to think more positive thoughts in alignment with myself. And yes, that is a great way to look at things, and I think that is a great start, is thinking about more positive thoughts. I don't think, though, that the answer is that simple. And instead, you should really look at about how you interact with your thoughts. And I was watching a video the other day, and this guy, if I find the video, I'll put it right here, but this guy was talking about characteristic traits, character traits that successful people have. And one of them was the ability to disassociate, right? And if you don't know what disassociation means, it's essentially your ability to detach or disconnect from your thoughts and emotions and your body, whatever, right? Now, I kept asking myself, what about disassociation? What, why do successful people disassociate, right? What is the link between success and disassociation that this, YouTuber claimed there to be? Sorry, guys, my camera disconnected. But as I was saying, I kept asking myself, what is the linkage between disassociation and successful people, right? Kept asking myself, until I came across a different YouTube video where this rich guy basically explained how disassociation is a superpower, right? I learned that wealthy people, they've already realized that they cannot trust their thoughts, right? They cannot trust their thoughts. So they detach from their thoughts. They disassociate from their thoughts. They disassociate from the noise of the world. You see, regular people, well, I'm not going to say regular people, but, regular people, I guess, they get accustomed to thinking that all their thoughts are the truth. Oh, I'm hungry right now. Well, yes, I'm hungry right now. I'm sad right now. Yeah, I'm sad right now. I guess I'm happy right now. Right? You see how your thoughts can quickly fluctuate up and down just from a simple event that happened outwardly. Your thinking can change. You can go from happy to sad, from happy to sad, sad to excited, sad to mad, sad to bad, whatever it is. They can just continue fluctuating. There's no stability in your thoughts. And when you get into the habit of crediting every single thought that comes into your mind as if they're 100% real and 100% truthful, then this is where bad things can start to happen. This is where you can start to feel like your thoughts are working against you. And I learned that successful people, they don't have this issue. They disassociate from their thoughts. They are looking at their thoughts, looking at themselves from a third person perspective, from an outward view. Think about your thoughts as if think about your mind as an empty house, right? Or a house that you live in. And a thought is a person that walks in the door. And you don't really have to acknowledge, you don't have to give credit to that thought that walks through the door. You can acknowledge it. Hey, I see that you are in my house, but right now I am busy. And I'm not worried about you because I'm doing my own thing. I'm cleaning up around here, I'm cleaning up my space. So your presence is not my concern. And this is how thoughts should be looked at, right? They get noticed and they get assessed and they get either filed away, pushed aside, or they are used, right? Negative thoughts should get pushed away, positive thoughts should be used. And this disassociation method sounds very, very similar to meditation. Very, very similar to meditation. Meditation is essentially the act of disassociating from your body and your mind, right? There's two parts of meditation: noting and my mic cut out again. Anyways, not my mic, my camera. Anyways, there are two parts of meditation: noting and returning. Noting is having the self awareness to, like I was saying, see a thought enter your mind. You note it, you are aware of it, you're mindful of it. However, that doesn't mean you have to give it any sort of credence, any sort of credit. It is not, a thought is not 100% truthful just because you think it. Just because you think you're sad doesn't mean that you're sad. Just because you think you're happy doesn't mean that you're happy. Because as we know, this can literally get changed within a moment's notice, right? Any singular event can quickly change those things. And if things like that could be so quickly changed, so quickly um, fluctuated, then they're probably not true. I'm sorry, guys. I have literally no storage in my phone anymore. Um, anyways, as I was saying, if these things can be so changed so easily, then they're probably not true, right? So why give any credence to them? Anyways, that was noting. Returning is the next step of meditation. This is the act of returning back to your center, right? First, you make note of any thought that enters, you acknowledge it, you assess it, you either discard it or you use it, and then you return back to your center, your Zen, right? Back to the task at hand. You have to disassociate from your thoughts in order to return, though, right? You can easily get caught into the thought loop and you can start thinking about your thoughts. This is not what we want. We want to return back to silence, to center, to meditation, to calmness, to Zen. This is that's basically the two-step process for meditation. Is really just noting and returning. I thought it was strange how disassociation was linked to success because I find myself disassociating a lot actually. But I'm starting to actually use it as a superpower, disassociating from what others may think of me, what I think others may think of me, you know, what I think, any negative things that I think about myself, I just disassociate from it. I just detach myself from it completely. And that's basically the answer to the question: if you can't trust your thoughts, what should you trust? I say trust in meditation, right? Not necessarily that you shouldn't trust your thoughts. However, you should take very careful consideration on how you interact with your thoughts. Because you can't trust your thoughts. Not every single one of them. You definitely cannot. You probably can only trust 10% of your thoughts, right? Think about how many thoughts you think in a day. About, I would say 1% of them are probably truthful, right? You think about, all right, guys. Anyways, I think I'm about to wrap up this video. I wanted to go more in depth, but my camera storage, my phone storage is literally working against me right now. It keeps cutting off my videos. I like to make my videos without any edits, cuts, or breaks because I just like to talk to you guys, but my camera literally keeps cutting off. So I'm just gonna wrap up the video right here, guys. Um, just a quick summary: disassociation and meditation. And if you're struggling on trusting your thoughts, look into those two things. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. I will try to fix my phone situation by the next video. Peace.